Oh. Hi, I'm gonna shave my head, I suppose. I've wanted to track my wet shaving journey for a while so I can see the progress of my shaves and how I develop in that. And I've been posting a lot of stuff on Instagram lately about being bald as a woman, and obviously it's got quite a few comments and everything. And I figured, after much encouragement, that I should document my little journey. So I am. I'm not going to be talking about the products too much. They will all be listed in the description thingy, doodah, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, I'm just going to stand, shave my head, and babble some rubbish. So today I did have to shave my head with the clippers first because, oh my days, that was just a lot of growth. I've not been feeling too great the last few days, been feeling quite sickly and lethargic and tired all the time, so unfortunately my head went on the back burner. So in playing catch up, but today is the ideal day to do it anyway because I've just got my new razor. I don't think there is a brand for it, to be, well, it's an Amazon, so it was just double-edged safety razor magnetic. There she is. And the cap, as it says, is magnetic. So the blade just sits in, pop the top back on, and that's safe. As long as I don't put my fingers near the blade again. So we'll see how this is. From what I can gather, the settings on the blades, the 8 being the highest one, is the biggest blade gap, so that's going to be the most aggressive shave. And with me and my love of cuts and nicks, I think it's best to avoid that one. So, and I'm not going to do Jimmy's method either, because I want to see if a 3... Wait a minute, okay. Okay. Well, you're definitely better than me other razor. Right, so, as I said, people were sending me questions via DM on Instagram, and I figured, well, we can talk about that stuff here. So, because it kind of saves me then replying the same thing over and over again, because my phone at the minute, as soon as I start the words with I have, it starts it types basically, I can middle button I can predictive text the entire sentence. So, shut up because you're rambling. And now you're not even talking. I can't get over this, that is so nice. Oh, I think I love this. Right. I will get back on topic, I will. Love this. Oh my, I can't get over how smooth this is. Oh. So, I am still here. The one question I get asked the most is why I shave my head. There is absolutely nothing wrong in shaving your head if you're male, female, or non-binary, a shaved head is nothing more than hairless head. But for me, there was actually a reason behind it. I have a condition called trichotillomania, which is basically described by the medical or mental health journals as compulsive hair pulling. Only it's not. Well, it is, but it's different for everyone. The same as people who suffer with ADHD, everyone suffers differently. Same with autism, same with anything like that. OCD, it affects people in different ways. So basically, my story, ever since I can remember, I always used to twiddle with my hair, sit and just twiddle with my hair, twist it until it became knotted, and then the only way to free my finger was to pull the hair, which broke and snapped the hair, and then I ended up with short tufty bits around here all the time, and it wasn't great. But then over time I actually started to pull the hair out. The twiddling and the twisting and everything else like that didn't really affect me in any way, other than it made parts of my hair round the nape of my neck shorter than the rest. Wow! Shorter than the rest. And but otherwise it didn't really affect me until probably when I hit secondary school, and I ended up, because of the way your lessons are and that, I ended up with my hand rooting through my hair, singling out a hair, pulling it out, and ended up with a bald patch on the crown as well, so not the best of places, but on the crown of my head I ended up with a bald patch, right about that I would say, at 12. And you can imagine what the kids in school were like. They were most kind about it. So then we didn't know why I was doing it. My mum sent me to child psychologists and everything, and nothing was really known about trick back then, because you got to think I'm a product of the early 80s. So, oh my god, I got shower water everywhere. Yeah, so like with a lot of conditions back then, it wasn't recognised, people didn't know why I was doing it. And between my mum and the therapist, they decided I was doing it for attention and to punish my mum in some really weird way. But I don't even see how that is possible. How do I punish somebody else by pulling my own hair out? It made no sense to me back then. It makes no sense to me now. It's silly, but that's what it is. I have trick. And when I'm concentrating, reading a book, watching the TV, I'm going to go more aggressive on this one. I know you meant to go down the way, but that just didn't feel like it actually cut anything. Yeah, so when I was having to either like do my homework, read, anything that involved a bit of concentration, and my hand was in my hair pulling, and I didn't even realise I was doing it, that was the worst thing. The only time I knew I was doing it was if someone told me, or if I happened to look down and there was a pile of hair on the desk next to me, or on the arm of the chair next to me. That was the only way I could tell that I'd been pulling. Sometimes I'd get a headache for it, a localised headache, but I literally wouldn't even realise I was doing it. It was just happening. And it wasn't until, funny enough, that I went to have an appointment at the hospital to have some injections in my spine that I found out more about why I am the way I am. I didn't realise, but when I turned up at the hospital for this appointment, to decide whether I was suitable for facet joint injections or not, and I had to go and see a psychologist first. I don't know why. I still don't know why. But yeah, I'm guessing it was just to make sure that I understood what was going on and everything else like that, and which is fine, it's dandy, because in the end it actually did serve me for a better purpose. And I spoke to this psychologist, and I had a shaved head, and she asked me if I was okay, because a lot of people do. They ask me if I'm feeling okay and if I'm in good health. Yes, I am. Well, and I turned around to her and said, oh, I've got trichotillomania, and it's the only way that I can actually not pull my hair out is have it there. And she started asking me questions about it, asking if I noticed pulling more at certain times, or, you know, this sort of thing. And I actually, with the help of friends and family, started keeping a journal of hair pulling. That's something you don't think you're ever going to write. Today I pulled my hair. And over the years I'd look back at all the times when the pulling got worse, and she said that she wasn't convinced that it was just trick. And so I was like, okay, so what is it then? And she was the one to tell me that she thought, going off everything I'd said, I actually had ADHD. And it turns out she was right. But that's a different video. Well, that's if you want to hear about that. I mean, for a lot of you, it's probably pretty obvious that I've got it. You can see it instantly. For other people, it's a bit less noticeable. Now, I know you're all, Chris, I know you sat there shouting at me because I'm going in 20 different directions and I'm not exactly being very methodical, but hey, I asked you how to snap a razor blade, so you shouldn't expect anything from me. Yes, I asked how to snap a razor blade in half. I'm new, I don't know. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and in all fairness, there have been some really... Oh, I got a little cut. Did not feel... Oh no, that's the spot I had there before. Oh, whoops. In all fairness, the wet shaving community, on the whole, have been absolutely fantastic. I've just realised I've come in this bathroom, I've done everything, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'll be able to put my balm on, and no, because I've left it downstairs. But hey, anyway, shut up, back to the story. Well, not the story, but you know, the wet shaving community have been absolutely fantastic. They are a really amazing bunch of blokes, and I know if there are any women watching this who shave their head, it can be intimidating because you are entering a male-dominated world, but they really are really nice. I can't say thank you enough to them. I mean, Chris has sent me God knows how many shaving samples. He's even sat with me, gone through blades and explained how to snap one. And he really has got the patience of the saint, because like I said, I literally came into this going, what do I do? It's pretty, it looks nice, is that right, razor? No. So thanks to his patience, I'm going to turn down for this against the grain. Thanks to his patience and help and videos, ooh, I've been slowly getting technique right, and loads of the other guys on the forums, the Facebook groups, whatever, have been really nice and supportive as well. They've sent me out things to try, different razors to try before actually going ahead and buying some of these, because I mean some of them are damn expensive. So they have, with their help, there's so many of them. There's, let's see, obviously Chris, and there's John. He said that his forte would be when I go into straight razors, because he is the king of the straight razors and the shavettes. And ooh, now this, funnily enough, is always the pass that I end up getting cut to buggery on. I think it's because I lose my concentration and I know that I'm near the end of the shave, and it's like, it's not that I'm hurrying to get it over with or anything, but yeah, so Chris, John, Sean sent me out the shave vent to try, shave vent? Or whatever it is, the one that's like the leaf twig or whatever it is. It a leaf twig or the multi-blade one that you need to snap the blades for? Yeah. And Andy, I'm sure it was Andy, sent me the head blade. And I can't remember if it's a mono or a motto. I think it's a motto or a moto. But yeah, so they really are. Did I just go against the grain on one side and then just look? Oh, this is what I mean. This is why I think I've put off shaving so long, because I mean, yeah, I did. I went all around it. Why? What the hell am I doing? Oh, I don't know. I'm easily distracted, which will probably become more and more apparent the more videos I do. Do you know what it is? Can't even get me. There we are. The back of the head always messes me up because it's so many different terrains, and the hair grows in so many different directions. But that's going to bleed. I'm calling that little sod before it even shows the claret. I can just, that felt like it, didn't it? Right, and this is the part of the shave now that gets really sore, and it's the back of my head. I don't know. I think it's because I've lost my slick now. And that's what I was doing. I wasn't meant to be foaming, I was meant to be slicking. Idiot. So, Now what do we talk about? You know, I used to pull my hair out. Oh, I've been shaving my head for 7 years. Not with a razor, just with clippers. And then January this year, I decided I was going to go smooth. BBS, baby butt smooth. Took me a while to work out what that meant as well. And so I did what everybody does, or most people do. I fell in the rabbit hole, but it started for me on Amazon, because I went straight on there, typed in double-edged razors, looked for the one that had the razor, a shaving brush, a bowl and a soap, and I ended up with the Haryali, whatever it is, double-edged razor with the matching brush, which is that one, ceramic candle, white badger brush, ceramic candle razor, and it came with 2 treat blades, which weren't bad, especially at the time because I didn't have a clue what I was doing and what I was using. But then I thought, you know what, I'll be really clever here, because there's like 100 razor blades for $9.99. I won't need to buy razor blades for ages. And so I bought them, and oh, there we are, there's the pain I knew I had. Arsehole. Almost managed it. I am gonna have a blood-free shave one day. I'm losing my slick. And there I am, distracted again, can't even remember what I was talking about 2 minutes ago. Oh yeah, so then, 100 blades for $9.99. Thought, job's a good one, bonus. Put it in, it arrived. I've just realised I've been off the camera for half the time here. It arrived, and I cracked on, I did it, I cut myself to pieces. I decided, right, wet shaving forums, here we go. So joined a load of groups. I've got a cut around there as well, so I can feel that. Is that spot that's opened again? Joined a load of shaving groups, and then proceeded to find some rather useful people with a lot of good information. And that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am nowhere near as proficient as the guys at this, but I don't think I'm doing too bad a job. The crown is horrible. I hate doing the crown, just because it is 20 different growth directions, but I am quite happy with that, to be honest. I might even go more aggressive next time and work my way down. Let's just open up and clean them channels out a bit, because we'll have some clog up in there. I'll go back to it. I should really, yeah. Ooh, that water's warmer than what I thought. Let's just see if there is, just for this last little bit. It's just. There we go. Apart from my face being off the camera for most of that, and my hand covering my face and my arm and everything else, I'm pretty happy with it, she says. That isn't too bad a shave of them. It's the first time that I've been able to get right up next to my ears and not cut my ear, or not be worried about cutting my ear. Normally getting close up to my ears is a problem. There. There. Let's just get rid of this soap. My strawberry. There. Now all I need to do is go and put some balm on and sort my face out. I'll list everything that I've used in the shave below. I will be doing more videos. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.